Okay, so this video is about my personal research processes and what I've learned from this class and the way I personally conduct that research. So like just as like a basis of my experience in high school, I wrote two different research papers for composition 1 and 2 that were like vastly different and had vastly different outcomes that taught me a lot. So I'm just gonna go over those real quick just to kind of like give you a little background on like how I approach research, I guess. So junior year I did it over. My question was is the reason people commit crime biological or like environmental? And so that was like really easy to find research on. The hard part for that was like there wasn't research specifically on it. Like I had to like kind of weed out the research, I guess you could say, to figure out what could work in my paper and what could not. I loved the topic. I'm a criminal justice major, so like it was really easy for me to write about. I was passionate about it already. But like on top of that, like I said, it on top of like being not being able to like weed out what I could and couldn't use, it was also hard because there was so much research that I couldn't distinguish what was like valuable and like good and what was not. I procrastinated it because I was a junior, so I was like a little baby and I like didn't want to do it, and so I couldn't like later I found out that there was like a lot of valuable library resources that I could have used that I didn't, and I just used web stuff that was kind of useless. So that's kind of disappointing, I guess, now. So go to your library. And then senior year, I did Is Prom Really the Best Night of Your Life? I don't know why I did it. It's a terrible topic. So that's like another reason like it's important that it's not just something stupid, that it's actually like a valuable question. I ended up, one of my sources was lyrics from the Disney Channel movie High School Musical. So that kind of just gives you like a little bit of a little hint of how bad it was. I didn't procrastinate on it just because like I knew I needed to get it done like from prior my junior year. Even though I got a good grade on my junior year, it still was like, oh darn, like I couldn't have done my best. I didn't do my best. So I didn't procrastinate, but it was still really really hard. So like afterwards, I remember being like, there's no point in me like not procrastinating. This didn't help me out at all. And so I kind of like reverted back to my old like procrastination ways. Looking back on it, like in your class now, it was just kind of a hard topic to write about, and so like that's kind of why it was really hard for me, I guess. It wasn't because like I didn't procrastinate, it was because it was really hard to write about. So it's not like my fault, I guess you could say. Moving forward in my writing skills, I've like already had to write a research paper, so I like really need to improve what I'm doing, and this class is really helping me. I need to stop using bad resources, like you use the crap test. I've actually used that already, so that's like been really helpful for me. I need to stop procrastinating. My parents were just kind of like, I'm gonna let her do her thing because I would get things done and I would get good grades. But now like it's like kind of impossible to procrastinate, which I guess I did this weekend. So I'm sorry, Cheryl. But I have never really had like access to a library. I lived in Jones County, Kansas, so like we had a library, but I didn't like go and like hang out in there. But now that we have one, I like love going there. It's like my favorite place on campus. Um, and then I also need to choose more valuable, relevant topics. That's fun for me to write about, and also like super easy for me to write about. And then I need to also work hard to get the most out of the papers. It's not just coursework, which I know is cheesy and like teachers petty, but it's stuff to build your knowledge off of. School can be fun. Yeah, so I hope you feel better. Sorry for posting it so late. I hope you got 8 every day, but I'm kind of ruining that streak. Sorry, I was really busy. Okay, thank you so much.